Hi, this is Miss Torres, and I'm going to read you a fiction story called The Frog and the Locust. This is based on a Pueblo folk tale. Paqua was a little green frog. She lived next to a creek in the forest. One summer, there was a drought for many weeks. Everything was hot and dusty, even the trees. Without rain to keep it flowing, the creek was starting to dry up. It shrank into a row of muddy puddles. Many forest creatures left their homes to search for water, but Paqua stayed near her puddle. "I feel too hot to do anything," Paqua moaned, "but I must get help from the rain god. If it doesn't rain soon, we will all be in trouble." So Paqua began to sing. As she croaked and bellowed, her throat grew round like a bubble. But her song was not loud enough. The rain god high up in the sky could not hear her. Mahu was a locust. He lived in the trees along a creek. One day he heard a frog singing a song that he had never heard before. It was Paqua's rain song. Like Paqua, Mahu was lazy from the high temperature. He felt too tired to lift even a single wing. But he was curious about Paqua's song, so he flew to a branch that hung over her puddle. "What are you doing, frog?" asked Mahu. "I am singing to the rain god," answered Paqua. "I am asking him to send us water from the sky." "Well, that's a very good idea," said Mahu. "It is terribly hot and dry. If anyone can help us, the rain god can. Let me help." "Oh, that would be wonderful," replied Paqua. So Mahu began to sing too. He rubbed his wings and feet together and made a sound like a shaking rattle. But even together, the frog and locust songs were not loud enough to catch the attention of the rain god. Paqua and Mahu's duet made such a loud noise that other animals started to hear them. At the next puddle, another frog and another locust decided to find out what was going on. One hopped and the other flew over to Paqua and Mahu's puddle. "What are you two doing?" they asked. Paqua and Mahu stopped their singing long enough to answer. "We are singing to the rain god," responded Paqua. "Yeah, we are asking him to send us water from the sky," added Mahu. Then they went back to singing. "Now, isn't that a clever idea?" said the other locust to the other frog. "I predict that if we sing along, the rain god will hear the four of us." "We're going to help you," the second frog said to Paqua and Mahu. She and the locust returned to their puddle and started singing. Back at their own puddle, Paqua and Mahu heard their song getting stronger. "Oh, I hope this works," Paqua thought. "This might be our last chance for the rain god to hear our song." Still, there was no response from the rain god. But then something amazing happened. Paqua and Mahu's song had reached every animal in the creek. Up and down the creek, more locusts and frogs heard the rain song and joined in. Puddle by puddle, one by one, they began to chirp, snap, rattle, and croak. Before long, the spirited song of hundreds of frogs and locusts filled the forest and traveled high up into the sky. Suddenly, the rain god woke up from his long nap. "How can I get any sleep with that loud noise going on?" he complained. Then the rain god looked down on his forest and its creatures. He saw the dusty trees, the dried up creek, and the thirsty animals. And at once he knew that the song of the frogs and the locusts was a call for help. So the rain god gathered up his biggest rain clouds and went to work. Far below, Paqua and Mahu saw the clouds gather overhead. They felt the first drops of water, and as the storm came and rain filled up the creek, they sang with joy. Now you are going to practice your reading comprehension skills by retelling the story using the pictures. Feel free to pause the video to answer the questions and then press play when you are ready to move on to the next one. Card 1. Who is the character in this picture? Why is her throat so big? Card 2. Who is the new character in this picture? What do the characters say to each other? Card 3. What are the second locust and frog doing? How do they help? Card 4. How do the animals solve their problem? Who helps them? Thanks for watching The Frog and the Locust.